So before starting with the continents, first we will start with the important terminology related to maps, like what are islands, what are straits, what are channels, what are oceans, what are seas, bay, gulf, like this. Okay. So in the first session we will look into the definitions, or to be specific, the terminology related to the map pointing, and we also discuss about some of the important areas in the world, that is like important islands, peninsulas, gulfs and straits. Okay. So first, starting with this, first we will start our discussion with important islands. Okay. Islands, peninsula, strait, isthmus, gulf, channel, bay, sea, capes. So we will discuss about this thing, then we will move on to the continents. Okay. So first our discussion starts with island. Now what is an island? Island ante enti? Telugulo aithe Dvivi antaru. Island, right? Dvivi, right? So island. What is an island? So island is a landmass surrounded by water on all sides, is an island. Okay. So basically this kind of islands are seen in the oceans, right? Right? You also see this kind of islands in the river also. So in Assam, a river flows that is Brahmaputra. We will detail discuss about this in Indian geography. So Brahmaputra river flows in Assam. So in between there is a riverine island called Majuli. Okay, the island found by the deposition of river. Which state it is in? Assam. Found by which river? Brahmaputra. Okay, this we will discuss in Indian geography. So as of now we will concentrate on world islands. Okay, so island is a piece of land that is surrounded by water. So when you look at the map, you can see different type of islands here. So you can see the Australia is an island continent, New Zealand is an island country, Sri Lanka, Maldives, Madagascar, okay, the Caribbean islands, we say the Caribbean islands, okay, Greenland is also an island, Greenland, Iceland, okay, Japan, Indonesian islands, these are Indonesian islands, okay, Fiji islands. So these are important islands of the world. Okay. You can see here the Australian island, Sumatran island, Madagascar island, even the Great Britain, which includes England and Wales island, is also an island. Greenland. Okay, these are some of the important islands of the world. You know what is an island, and these are important islands. Okay. So coming to the Indian islands, Indian island groups, we have two island groups in India, right? What are they? In the Bay of Bengal we have, what do we have? Andaman and Lakshadweep on the Arabian Sea. And here you have Maldives, which is not part of India, which is close to India. Okay. So in the Bay of Bengal we have two groups, that is Andaman and Nicobar group of islands. So Andaman Islands and Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So this Andaman and this is Nicobar Islands. Andaman and Nicobar Islands are separated by 10-degree channel. Which degree channel separates Andaman Nicobar Islands? 10 degree. Andaman Nicobar Islands are union territory, you know that. But Andaman are different group of islands, Nicobar group, they are separated by 10-degree channel. Okay. You know, generally, let us understand what is the difference between an island and a strait. If you can see in this picture, what you can say is, a channel is a narrow water body which divides two water body. In a channel is a water body which divides two landmass. What you call is channel. So just now we have seen that here Andaman, Nicobar, and they are separated by channel. And why it is called 10 degree channel? Because 10 degree latitude passes through that water body. So it is called 10 degree channel. Okay, getting my point? Similarly, what is next? We will also come up of the word with called as strait. Strait. Okay, what is a strait? Strait is nothing but it is also a narrow water body. It connects two large water bodies. Strait and a chinna narrow water body, pedda water bodies ni connect. Then we call it as strait. Okay. For example, there is a strait called Strait of Gibraltar in Mediterranean region, which connects Mediterranean region and Atlantic Ocean. I will show you the picture. Okay, understood the difference between channel and strait? So 10 degree channel separates 10 degree channel separates Andaman and Nicobar Islands. This is Andaman, this is Nicobar Islands. Okay. And if you closely look at here, the Andaman Islands are close to Myanmar Islands called as Coco Islands. Coco Islands. These islands are of Myanmar, Andaman. And similarly, Nicobar Islands are close to Sumatran Island. Sumatran Island is part of which country? Indonesia. అర్థమవుతుందా? సో అండమాన్ నికోబార్ అని మనకి బే ఆఫ్ బెంగాల్ ఉంటాయి. అండమాన్ నికోబార్ రెండు గ్రూప్ ఆఫ్ ఐలాండ్స్. విచ్ డిగ్రీ ఛానల్ సెపరేట్? 10 degree channel separates Andaman Nicobar Islands. And Andaman Islands are close to Coco Islands. Coco Islands are part of Myanmar. Okay. Then Nicobar Islands are close to Sumatra Island, which is Indonesian island. Okay. Clear? Andaman Nicobar. We will detail discuss about this in Indian geography islands. As of now, this is enough related to map pointing. Then you know that in Arabian Sea we have Lakshadweep Islands. Lakshadweep Islands, Lakshadweep Islands. Okay. So this main group of islands are the Lakshadweep Islands, and down south of Lakshadweep Islands you have Minicoy. Minicoy kuda Lakshadweep Islands lo group e, kakapothe idi koncham separated ga untadi. Getting my point? So Lakshadweep ni Minicoy Islands ni separate chese channel enti 9 degree channel. Minicoy and Maldives. So Lakshadweep Islands are close to Maldives, and this Minicoy, which is also part of Lakshadweep, is separated by Maldives with the 8 degree channel. Getting my point? So 10 degree channel separates Andaman and Nicobar. 8 degree channel separates Maldives and Minicoy. 9 degree channel separates Lakshadweep and Minicoy. Minicoy is separate kaadu, it is also part of Lakshadweep, but idi koncham separated untadi. So Lakshadweep, Minicoy, 10 degree channel Andaman Nicobar, 9 Lakshadweep Minicoy, 8 Minicoy. Okay, so student number 10, 9, 8, you are moving close to equator. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, increases going. So all these are northern latitudes. Clear? And look at the group of islands also here. What you can see is within Andaman, North Andaman, Middle Andaman, Lower Andaman. So here you have the capital city of Andaman, that is Port Blair, and then you have Little Andaman. Okay. So this Lower Andaman and Little Andaman are separated by a passage called as Drunken Passage. Drunken Passage separates Andaman and Little Andaman. Then in Nicobar you have Car Nicobar Island, Little Nicobar, and last is Great Nicobar. So Great Nicobar is the southernmost island of India. Car Nicobar, Little Nicobar and Great Nicobar. So in India's southernmost point, that is Pygmalion Point, is part of Great Nicobar. Okay. So you can see this is Andaman, and which islands are close to the Andaman Islands in the north? Cook Islands of Myanmar. So answer this question. Andaman. 8 degree channel separates. 8 degree channel separates. Minicoy. 90 channel. Maldives and Lakshadweep and Minicoy. Which are the calling countries? Order of islands from north to south. Car Nicobar, Nickel Nicobar, Great Nicobar. North Andaman, Middle Andaman, South Andaman. Then you have Little Andaman. Then Car Nicobar, Little Nicobar, Great Nicobar. Southern is Great Nicobar. You can easily identify. So answer should be A or D. But it starts with Car Nicobar. Car Nicobar, Little Nicobar, Great Nicobar. North Andaman, Middle Andaman, Lower Andaman. So here you have Barren Island. What is an Barren Island near to Barren Island? Barren Island is the active volcano in India. Barren Island. Next. Which of the following is geographically closest to Minicoy group of islands? Minicoy. Maldives. Okay. If it is Nicobar, which is close? Sumatra. If it is Pamban Island, which is close? Sri Lanka. And if you look at this Indonesia map, our closest South Asian country, Southeast Asian country, that is Sumatra, Java, Bali, Sulawesi, Kalimantan, Maluku, East Timor. These are all what? Indonesian islands. So a group of islands are called as archipelago. Group of islands are called archipelago. So this is Indonesian archipelago. So close island to us is Sumatran Island. Okay. Similarly, Japan also have islands like Hokkaido, Honshu, Shikoku, Kyushu. So these also an archipelago. Anyways, and if you look at the South Asian nations, these are all Southeast Asian nations. This is Myanmar. Capital city of Myanmar is Naypyidaw. Then you have Vietnam. Laos is the Vietnam is the capital city of Laos. Then the Bangkok is the capital city of Thailand. Okay. Then Phnom Penh is the capital city of Cambodia. Then Vietnam capital city Hanoi. Kuala Lumpur capital city. Malaysia is Kuala Lumpur is the capital city of Malaysia. Then you have Singapore. Singapore is a small group of country. Then you have Philippines here. Philippines capital is Manila. Okay. Then you have Brunei. Brunei capital is Bandar Seri Begawan. So these are all Southeast Asian countries. Okay. So you should just have an idea regarding which country is located where. Okay. So these are the countries: Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesian islands, Philippines here. Okay, these are our Southeast Asian nations. So try to answer this question. What is the correct sequence of occurrence of the following cities in Southeast Asia as one proceeds from south to north? You are moving from south to north. And కింద నుంచి పైకి చెప్పమంటుండే. ఏమొస్తుంది ఫస్ట్? Bangkok capital city of Thailand. Hanoi. Jakarta, Indonesia. Singapore. Okay. Now look at, arrange them. ఏమేమి అడుగుతుంది మనని? హనై ఇక్కడ. ఓకే. ఇంకేం అడుగుతుంది మనని? హనాయ్, వియత్నాంకి హనాయ్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది 1. తర్వాత జకర్తా అడుగుతుంది. తర్వాత ఇంకేం అడిగిండ్రు? సింగపూర్, ఇంకా బ్యాంకాక్. ఓకే, బ్యాంకాక్ ఎక్కడ ఉంది? ఇక్కడ. సో సౌత్ నుంచి నార్త్ అంటుండు. సో ఇది ఫస్ట్ సింగపూర్, బ్యాంకాక్, హనాయ్. ఓకే, సో ఇట్లాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్ అడగవచ్చు. అందుకనే మనకి ఒక డీప్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాప్ ఉండాలి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ కాన్సెప్ట్ పెనిన్సులా. అంటే మెనీ ఐలాండ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. నేను డిస్కస్ చేసింది ఏంటంటే ఇండియన్ రిలేటెడ్ ఐలాండ్స్ అనుకొని డిస్కస్ చేసినాము. అట్లా మీరు ఎప్పటి నుంచి చెప్పండి, ఎనీ ఐలాండ్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ న్యూస్ దట్ విల్ బి ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఫర్ దట్ ఇయర్స్ కరెంట్ అఫైర్స్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ పెనిన్సులా. వాట్ ఈస్ ద పెనిన్సులా? A body of land surrounded by water on 3 sides and 1 side land. So southern part of India is a peninsula. Why? Here you have what water body? Bay of Bengal. Here Arabian Sea, and in down south you have Indian Ocean, and it is connected to the Asian continent. So it is a perfect peninsula. India is a peninsula. And if you look at some of the important world's peninsulas, the Deccan region, the Deccan Peninsula, the Southern Peninsula, Indian Peninsula, same name. Then Indo-China Peninsula. Here we can see the Myanmar, Laos, Vietnam, Thailand, these things, Malaysia, they come under this Indo-China Peninsula. And similarly, if you remember Arabian Peninsula, the Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, UAE, this is called Arabian Peninsula. Then you have Horn of Africa, that is here Somalia, this is Somalia, this is Ethiopia, this is called Horn of Africa, this is also a peninsula. Then you have the Balkan Peninsula, the Balkan countries, Slovakia, these countries, Balkan countries. Iberian Peninsula, Spain and Portugal, Iberian Peninsula. Scandinavian Peninsula, Norway, Sweden, Finland, they are called Scandinavian countries. Then you have Labrador, which is part of Canada, Labrador Peninsula. You know a dog breed is a Labrador, right? And in geography also, in world geography and especially in oceanography, there is a current called Labrador current. Okay, then you have Alaska. So USA has all its 48 states. Motham US totally have 58 states, right? So here within inland they have 48. This is 49th, and there is an island called Hawaiian Islands. This is 58th state of US. So total US have 50 states. Okay, so these are some of the important peninsula, and here you have the Kamchatka Peninsula of Russia. So these are some of the important peninsulas of the world. Okay, right. One of the most strategic and always news, it is in news, that is Sinai Peninsula. Sinai Peninsula. Now where it is located? If you closely look at the world map, see, this is Africa, this is Saudi Arabia. This is Arabian Peninsula, right? Now zoom it. If you zoom it, can you see? There is a small peninsula. This is nothing but Sinai Peninsula, which is part of Egypt actually. This is Egypt. This is Saudi Arabia. And what is this water body here? This is Red Sea. This is Red Sea. This is Mediterranean Sea. North part is Mediterranean. This is Red Sea. Okay. See, this is Gulf of Suez. The Gulf of Suez. Okay. So it is connected to only one part of land and covered by water on all three sides. So it is also peninsula. So Sinai Peninsula, very much important for us. So can you see now? I was explaining about this same thing, Sinai Peninsula. This is Sinai Peninsula, which is part of Egypt actually. And why it is called a peninsula here? Look at this, very important, strategically important. On north you have Mediterranean Sea, and here you have Gulf of Suez, and here you have Gulf of Aqaba. Gulf of Aqaba. So three sides water, one side land. So Sinai Peninsula, very much important. Okay? Clear? So while going through this chapter, have atlas, watch these videos repeatedly and you will get good command over the map pointing of important places of the world and strategic locations also. Okay? Right. Then Balkan Peninsula, it is in Europe. Okay? Slovakia, Croatia, Albania, Greece. So these are all Balkan countries. We call them as Balkan countries. If you remember, I have told you that a karst topography can be seen in this Balkan Peninsula near to Yugoslavia, this region. See, Greece, Turkey, Bulgaria, these are all part of what? Balkan Peninsula. Next, Sweden Peninsula, these Scandinavian Peninsula, Norway, Sweden, these are part of Scandinavia, some Finland. Okay, here we have Iceland, which is a separate island. Iberian Peninsula, where Spain and Portugal are part of it. The Indochina Peninsula, Arabian Peninsula. Okay, this is Sinai Peninsula. Gulf of Suez, Gulf of Aqaba, Mediterranean region and Red Sea. So this is Sinai Peninsula. This is Arabian Peninsula. Why? This is Arabian Peninsula. Very important. Look at here. So basically Arabian is a little bit Gulf actually. This is Red Sea, right? Okay. This is Arabian Sea. And this is Persian Gulf. This Gulf is Persian Gulf. So surrounded by water on three sides and one side with land. So that's why it is an Arabian Peninsula. So Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, UAE, Kuwait, Qatar, that's why they are called Persian countries or Gulf countries, because they are surrounded by Gulfs, Gulf countries. Okay, so these are all Arabian Peninsula and this, and there is a desert area, you know, and this they are rich in oil. So there is a famous oil group called Gulf oil. Okay, this region. So you can see, very important, Red Sea, between the, actually Red Sea separates, Saudi Arabia is part of Asia, Egypt, Sudan, they are part of Africa. So the Red Sea separates this Africa and Saudi Arabia. Then you have Persian Gulf, okay, Arabian Sea. So here you are also just top of Yemen, you have Gulf of Oman. Okay, and south of Arabian Peninsula you have Gulf of Aden, Red Sea, Gulf of Aden, Arabian Sea, Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman. And you can see this entirely Saudi Arabia, capital city is Riyadh. Okay, then you have Yemen, capital city is Sana'a, Oman, capital city is Muscat. This is UAE, United Arab Emirates, capital city is Abu Dhabi. Then you have Qatar, capital city is Doha. Then you have Kuwait. Highest currency, that is Kuwait, is almost equal to 270 Indian rupees, $3.25, 270 rupees Kuwait. Kuwait dinar is very costly, highest value currency. Okay, this Kuwait dinar, Qatar dinar, these are all very costly because of their rich in oil and balance of their market, stability in the market, they are very costly. So that's why people from India who are semi-skilled, అంటే ఎడ్యుకేషన్ లైక్ టెక్నాలజికల్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఐటీ ఇట్లా కాకుండా సెమీ స్కిల్డ్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు ఇక్కడ ఆయిల్ కంపెనీస్లో వర్క్ చేయడానికి వెళ్తారు. ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ 1 dinar ఈక్వల్ టు ఇండియాస్ 270 rupees. So that's why people go to Qatar, Kuwait, UAE, Saudi Arabia to work. Okay, especially from majority of people are from Kerala. Okay, they bring remittances. Remittance అంటే ఏంటి? ఒక కంట్రీ ఇండియా So if you take the Kerala, India is the highest remittance country. So a Kerala person, Indonesian person, so let's say is working in Kuwait. Okay, he'll work there, he'll get monthly salary, and this amount he'll send it to its mother country. This is called remittance. Remittance. So atla highest remittance వచ్చే country ఏది? India. Within India, highest state Kerala, especially the Saudi Arabian countries. Okay. సో అట్లా రావడం వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది, మనకి ఎక్కువ డాలర్స్ దినార్స్ రావడం వల్ల మన ఎక్స్చేంజ్ రేటు పెరుగుతుంది, అంటే మన రూపీకి మంచిది. సో రీసెంట్లీ నౌ ఇండియన్ రూపీ ఈజ్ వాల్యుబుల్ నౌ ఇన్ 18 countries. The exchange, they accepted that they will exchange it in Indian rupee. 18 countries have accepted recently. We have also the Arabian countries are part of that. Okay, right, clear about the Arabian, very important one, right. So here in strategic location, can you see a country called Djibouti here? Djibouti, this is Red Sea, this is Gulf of Aden. If you know about Suez Canal, right, Suez Canal is connected to Mediterranean Sea. Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea are connected by Suez Canal, which was dug in 1859. We will discuss about that. So Red Sea, all the ships has to pass to Suez Canal and they have to pass through this strategic point called Djibouti. Avuna Red Sea. Now Mediterranean region, if you look at the world map, I will show you the importance of this Djibouti country. Right, very good. This is Mediterranean region. Mediterranean region closed. సో షిప్స్ అన్నీ ఏషియాకి రావాలంటే ఇక్కడ మన సినై పెనిన్సులా, జస్ట్ వెయిట్, సో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ ఇటాలీ నుంచి షిప్ ఉంది, ఫ్రెంచ్ షిప్ సినై పెనిన్సులా నుంచి వస్తుంది. అంటే ఈ సినై ఇక్కడ సూయజ్ కెనాల్ డగ్ చేశారు, ఇక్కడ కనెక్టెడ్ ఉండదు. రెడ్ సీ నుంచి గల్ఫ్ ఆఫ్ అదెన్ అరేబియన్ సీకి వస్తారు. అర్థమైంది స్ట్రాటజిక్ లొకేషన్. ఇప్పుడు ఈ సూయజ్ కెనాల్ ఈజిప్ట్ కంట్రోల్లో ఉంది, స్ట్రాటజిక్ లొకేషన్. అట్లనే మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ చిన్న కంట్రీ ఉంది, ఏంటది? జిబౌటి. జిబౌటి దగ్గర చాలా కంట్రీస్ మిలిటరీ బేసెస్ ఉంటాయి అక్కడ, ఎందుకంటే ఇది స్ట్రాటజిక్ లొకేషన్. ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి ట్రేడ్ కావాలంటే ఈ మెడిటరేనియన్ సీ రీజన్స్ నుంచి ఇండియన్ ఓషన్కి ట్రేడ్ కావాలంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి పాస్ కావాలి? ఈ స్ట్రాటజిక్ లొకేషన్. జిబౌటి, సుయజ్, ఇవి చాలా చెక్ పాయింట్స్ అన్నట్టు. ఓకే, అండ్ ఇక్కడ మన ఈ గల్ఫ్ కంట్రీస్లో ఈ రీజన్లో పైరేట్స్కి ఫేమస్. షిప్స్ అన్నీ వస్తూ ఉంటే దాన్ని అటాక్ చేస్తారు. ఓకే, సోమాలియా, జిబౌటి ఈ రీజన్లో. ఎరిత్రియా అని ఉంటుంది, దిస్ ఇస్ ఎరిత్రియా. ఇదేంటి? సోమాలియా, హార్న్ ఆఫ్ ఆఫ్రికా. ఇథియోపియా, జిబౌటి, ఎరిత్రియా. ఇది ఈజిప్ట్, ఇది సుదాన్. సో ఇక్కడ పైరేట్స్కి ఫేమస్ అనమాట. అక్కడ నుంచి వచ్చే షిప్స్ కాస్ట్లీ ఎలిమెంట్ ఇస్తారు సార్, వాటిని అటాక్ చేసి తీసుకుంటారు. ఓకేనా? సేమ్ ఇక్కడ గల్ఫ్ కంట్రీస్లో కూడా ఆయిల్ వెళ్ళాలంటే ఎక్కడ నుంచి వెళ్ళాలి? పర్షియన్ గల్ఫ్, కువైత్ నుంచి అన్నా, ఖతార్ నుంచి అన్నా, యూఏఈ నుంచి అన్నా ఆయిల్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి పాస్ కావాలి. ఇది కూడా కొంచెం సెన్సిటివ్ ఏరియా. గెటింగ్ మై పాయింట్? అట్లా వరల్డ్లో మంచి స్ట్రాటజిక్ లొకేషన్స్ అన్నీ చెప్తాను నేను. ఓకే, సిమిలర్లీ మెడిటరేనియన్ రీజన్ కూడా వస్తుంది మన టాపిక్లో. ఇదంతా మెడిటరేనియన్ రీజన్. ఇప్పుడు షిప్స్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి బయటికి రావాలంటే ఒకటి సూయజ్ కెనాల్, ఇంకోటి ఇక్కడ స్ట్రైట్ ఆఫ్ గిబ్రాల్టర్ ఉంటుంది. స్ట్రైట్ ఆఫ్ గిబ్రాల్టర్ ఇక్కడ నారో రీజన్, గ్యాప్ ఉంటుంది ఇక్కడ. యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది మొరోకో, పైన స్పెయిన్. ఓకే, స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ గిబ్రాల్టర్. మెడిటరేనియన్ సీ, అట్లాంటిక్ సీ నుంచి షిప్స్ పాస్ కావాలంటే దీని నుంచి పాస్ కావాలి. స్టేట్ ఆఫ్ గిబ్రాల్టర్. గెట్ మై పాయింట్? సో ఇట్లాంటి స్టేట్స్ మళ్ళీ డిస్కస్ చేద్దాం. మనం ఇప్పుడు యాజ్ ఆఫ్ నౌ వాట్ యూఆర్ డిస్కసింగ్ పెనిన్సులాస్. ఓకేనా? సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ సమ్ ఆఫ్ ది ఇంపార్టెంట్ పెనిన్సులాస్. ఓకే, మళ్ళీ గల్ఫ్ స్టేట్ గురించి డిస్కస్. క్లియర్ ఇక్కడ వరకు? ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ అనిపిస్తుందా మ్యాప్ పాయింటింగ్? నెక్స్ట్ స్ట్రైట్స్ గురించి. స్ట్రైట్ అంటే ఏం చెప్పాం మనం ఇందాక? స్ట్రైట్ ఈజ్ ఏ narrow water body which connects to two main large water bodies. Small narrow water body connecting to large water bodies. So let us take some examples here. Okay, so Strait of Gibraltar connects Mediterranean Sea with the Atlantic Ocean. Just now I have shown you. Can you see the Strait of Gibraltar? Very narrow. So the Strait of Gibraltar connects Mediterranean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Idantha Atlantic Ocean. Strait of Mediterranean Sea, very strategic point. There is an island called Gibraltar and it is under control of UK. Okay, Strait of Gibraltar connects Mediterranean Sea and it is between Spain and Morocco. Morocco of Africa, Spain of Europe. So basically Strait of Gibraltar separates Spain and Morocco also. Okay. And this Mediterranean Sea country is also important. Mediterranean Sea countries, the boundaries of Mediterranean Sea. Morocco, Africa, let's say Africa. Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Libya, okay, Egypt. And can you see Suez Canal? So Suez Canal connects Mediterranean Sea and which sea? Which sea? Red Sea. Mediterranean, Suez Canal. Okay. And very important place here. Can you see Israel? Israel also share border with Myanmar. Then above that you have Lebanon. Israel, Lebanon, Cyprus, island country, Syria, Turkey. Okay, very important. Israel, Lebanon, Cyprus, Turkey share border with Mediterranean region. Then you have Turkey. Then coming to the European countries, Greece. Which peninsula it is? Which peninsula it is? Just now we heard Balkan Peninsula. Yeah. Greece, Albania, Montenegro, Bosnia, Croatia, Slovenia, they are all the Balkan countries. Then Italy also shares border with this. Then you have France, Spain. So these are all the Mediterranean bordering countries. Okay, and within the Mediterranean Sea you have one of the important things, Adriatic Sea, between Balkan Peninsula and Italy. What is the sea? Adriatic Sea. Important one. Okay, just above the Turkey you have Black Sea. South of this is Russia, Ukraine, and south of this you have Black Sea. And Black Sea, Turkey, then Mediterranean Sea. Important places related to Mediterranean Sea also. Yeah. And you know one of the famous strait, that is Pak Strait. Pak Strait separates India and Sri Lanka, but it also connects Pak Bay with the Bay of Bengal, this strait. Okay, it also separates India and Sri Lanka, but the strait connects the two large water bodies, this Gulf of Mannar and this Pak Bay with the Bay of Bengal. Next, very important strategic strait, Strait of Malacca. Have you ever heard the Strait of Malacca? ఎప్పుడు విన్నారా? ఇప్పుడు తెలుస్తుంది అది ఎందుకు ఇంపార్టెంట్. Strait of Malacca. See, repeatedly you have to watch these videos and keep on checking this, so you will get good command over map pointing. Right, Strait of Malacca. Strait is what? Strait is a narrow water body which connects to large water bodies. So Malacca. Now look at the Strait of Malacca. Okay, can you see this is Andaman Sea, which is part of Indonesia. So Andaman Islands ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి దీని పేరేం పెట్టినాం, Andaman Sea. And this is South China Sea. Imagine if all the oil trade, Gulf countries export oil, సో ఆయిల్ అక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడికి రావాలంటే, చైనాకు పోవాలంటే చూడండి ఇట్లా రావాలి, అవునా, ఇండియన్ ఓషన్ క్రాస్ చేస్తా, మళ్ళీ ఎట్లా పోవాలి, ఈ సుమత్రన్ ఐలాండ్ మలేషియా ఉందా, ఇది మొత్తం ఏది సుమత్రన్ ఐలాండ్, సో దీని మధ్య నుంచి పోవాలి. ఈ స్ట్రేట్ ఏంటి, సో స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా కనెక్ట్స్ అండమాన్ సీ అండ్ సౌత్ చైనా సీ. సో ఆయిల్ అంతా చైనాకు పోవాలంటే ఎక్కడి నుంచి పోవాలి, స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా. అర్థమైంది స్ట్రాటజీకి. సో బేసికలీ ఇండియన్ ఓషన్ పెసిఫిక్ ఓషన్ కనెక్ట్ చేసేది ఏంటి, ఒక చిన్న నేరో వాటర్ బాడీ, దట్ స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా. స్ట్రాటజిక్ లొకేషనే కదా, జస్ట్ సుమత్రా ఇంకా మలేషియా మధ్యలో ఉండే చిన్న స్ట్రేట్, దట్ ఈస్ స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా, విచ్ కనెక్ట్స్ వాట్ ఏంటి, అండమాన్ సీ ఇంకా సౌత్ చైనా సీ. బేసికలీ అండమాన్ సీ ఈజ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియన్ ఓషన్, సౌత్ చైనా సీ ఈజ్ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ పెసిఫిక్. అర్థమైందా స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా ఎందుకు ఇంపార్టెంటో చూడండి. స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా కనిపిస్తుందా, ఇది మలేషియన్ పెనిన్సులా, ఇది ఇండోనేషియన్ సుమత్రా ఐలాండ్. సో దిస్ స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. సో ఇక్కడ స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా నుంచి వెళ్ళేటప్పుడు ఇక్కడ సింగపూర్ ఉంటుంది, మలేషియా, ఇండోనేషియా, ఇట్లా. ఇంకే మీరు యాక్చువల్ మ్యాప్లో చూస్తే దీని ఇంపార్టెంట్ తెలుస్తుంది. చూడండి, లెట్స్ సే ఇక్కడ కంట్రీస్ నుంచి, గల్ఫ్ కంట్రీస్ నుంచి ఆయిల్ వస్తుంది, ఎట్లా పోవాలి, ఇట్లా వచ్చి ఈ నారో గ్యాప్ కనిపిస్తుందా, స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా నుంచి వచ్చి ఇట్లా చైనాకు పోవాలి. స్ట్రాటజిక్ పాయింట్ స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ మలక్కా. సిమిలర్లీ ఇందాక డిస్కషన్ స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ గిబ్రల్టర్, మెటీరియల్ షిప్స్ అన్నీ పాస్ అవ్వాలంటే స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ గిబ్రల్టర్. సో మెటీరియల్ సీని అట్లాంటిక్ సీని కలిపేది స్ట్రేట్ ఆఫ్ గిబ్రల్టర్. అట్లనే సిమిలర్గా సూయజ్ కెనాల్, మెటీరియల్ సీని రెడ్ సీని కలిపి, ఇక్కడ జిబౌటి. అర్థమవుతుందా. సో ఇంపార్టెంట్ స్ట్రాటజిక్ లొకేషన్స్ అన్నమాట. Try to solve this question. Yeah, what is the answer? Which one of the following can one come across if one travels to the Strait of Malacca? What is the answer? Singapore. Malaysia ఇంకా సుమత్రా ఐలాండ్ మధ్య నుంచి పోతుంది. Right. So since there is this strait is the most busiest one, right? This strait. So that's why now they are trying to dig a canal at a small narrow land body, that is Kara. They are going to dig a canal now at place called as Kara Canal. ఇది బిజీ అయిపోయింది కదా, ఎప్పుడైనా ఎవరైనా ఇది బ్లాక్ చేస్తే కష్టం. అందుకని ఇక్కడ ఈ థాయిలాండ్కి మలేషియాకి మధ్యలో ఉన్న చిన్న సైట్లో ఇస్తమస్ అంటే చిన్న నారో వాటర్ బాడీ కనెక్టింగ్ టు నారో ల్యాండ్ మాస్ కనెక్టింగ్ టు లార్జ్ ల్యాండ్ మాస్. సో ఇస్తమస్ దగ్గర దే ఆర్ ట్రైంగ్ టు డిగ్ కారా కెనాల్. రైట్. సిమిలర్లీ దర్ ఇస్ అ స్ట్రైట్ కాల్డ్ సుండా స్ట్రైట్. ఓకే, ఇది సుమత్రా, ఇది జావా, ఈ రెండు ఐలాండ్ మధ్య ఉండేది సుండా స్ట్రైట్. ఓకే, చాలా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ స్టార్ మార్క్ పాయింట్, బేరింగ్ స్ట్రైట్. బేరింగ్ స్ట్రైట్ Bering Strait. So Bering Strait so can you see this is Alaska of US. Yes. This is Russia. So Alaska, the Russia and US are separated by which strait? Bering Strait. Bering Strait. So strait means which connects to large water bodies. So it connects Arctic Ocean, which is to the which ocean it is? Pacific Ocean. Largely it connects. So the Pacific part is Bering Sea, the Arctic part is Chukchi Sea. So Chukchi and Bering Sea. So Bering Strait connects Chukchi and Bering Sea. Bering Sea is part of Pacific and Chukchi is part of Arctic Sea. So Bering Strait separates USA and Russia, the Alaskan region. And very important, our international date line passes through international date line. This white line is nothing but international date line. International date line is passing through which strait? Bering Strait. Very important, two important points. International date line passes through Bering Strait. So Bering Strait connects which to Sea of Chukchi and Bering. Okay. Next, Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz. This is also very strategic point here. You know this is Persian Gulf, right? Arabian Peninsula. This is Gulf of Oman. Okay. So Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman is connected by Strait of Hormuz. Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman is connected by Strait of Hormuz. There is an island called Hormuz, so it is named after that. So you can, if you look at it in the world map, you can get the clarity. Yeah. This is Gulf of, this what is, which Gulf it is? Persian Gulf. This is Oman. What is this? Connecting a small strait, that is Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz. So this is Strait of Hormuz. This is Strait of Gibraltar. Strait of Gibraltar. This is Strait of Hormuz. This is Strait of what strait? Malacca. Getting my point? Clear? Bering Strait, you know, this is Gulf of. Then Strait of Bab-el-Mandeb. Strait of Bab-el-Mandeb. It connects Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. Just north of Somalia, you have Gulf of Aden, and you have your Red Sea. So Red Sea and Gulf of Aden is connected by Bab-el-Mandeb. That is close to which country? Djibouti. Bab-el-Mandeb. It connects Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. Next, England. This is France. England and France are separated by Strait of Dover. Strait of Dover, and it also connects North Sea and English Channel. North Sea and English Channel. It is Strait of Dover and separates England and France. England and France. Next, Gulf of Mexico. So here you can see the Caribbean Sea and Gulf of Mexico, and you can see this is Florida. This Strait of Florida. Strait of Florida connects the Gulf of Mexico with which ocean here? Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. Gulf of Florida connects Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean. Okay. Similarly, this is Australia, this is Tasmania. Okay. Australia and small, and here between, very important note is Bass Strait. Bass Strait. It connects the Tasman Sea with the South Sea. South Sea is nothing but the Antarctic region. Okay. Then Strait of Bosphorus. Strait of Bosphorus. It connects Black Sea and Sea of Marmara. Black Sea and Sea of Marmara are connected by which strait? Strait of Bosphorus. Strait of Bosphorus. Strait of Bosphorus connects what sea? Black Sea and Marmara. So let us once again look at all these things. You have to answer now. Starting with here, which strait it is? Very good, Bering Strait. Okay, then this is UK, this is France. Which strait it is? France, UK, either England and France. Which strait? Strait of Dover. This is Bering Strait. Okay, and similarly, which strait it is connecting Red Sea to Gulf of Aden? Which strait? Bab el Mandeb. Okay, then Persian Gulf connecting to Gulf of Oman. Which strait? Strait of Hormuz. Which strait this? Andaman Sea, South China Sea, connecting which? Malacca Strait. Strait of Malacca. This is Australia. This is Tasmania. It is connected by which, separated which strait? Bass Strait. Which strait? Bass Strait. Bering Strait connects Sea of Chukchi and Bering Sea. Okay. Then similarly, this is Florida, Strait of Florida connecting Gulf of Mexico with which ocean? Atlantic Ocean. Bering Strait, Strait of Florida. Which strait it is? Gibraltar. Strait of Gibraltar. Strait of Dover. Bab el Mandab, Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. And here Strait of Hormuz connecting Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. Malacca Strait connecting Arabian Sea, the Andaman Sea with the South China Sea, that is between India and Pacific. Then you have the Bass Strait, Australia and Tasmania connecting Tasman Sea and South Sea. So these are important straits of the world. Okay, and similarly, one more last. Can you see New Zealand here? Yes. Two group of islands, and in between there is a strait called Cook Strait. Cook Strait. Okay, these are important straits of the world. Strategic straits also. So which of the following pairs of water bodies are connected to each other by Strait of Bosphorus? Sea of Marmara and Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea and Red Sea, Red Sea and Dead Sea, Black Sea and Sea of Marmara. What is the answer? Black Sea and Sea of Marmara. Right. Next, isthmus. Isthmus. What is isthmus? Isthmus is a narrow landmass connecting two large landmass. So here there is a isthmus called Panama. Panama Isthmus. Panama Isthmus connect North America and South America. They have dug a canal there. There is called canal called Panama Canal, which connects Pacific Ocean with Atlantic Ocean. Pacific and Atlantic is connected by Panama Canal. Okay. So isthmus is a narrow strip of land connecting two large landmass. Or else they are separated by a, if there is no Panama, that means they would have separated by water body. But there is a small landmass called Panama, and there is a country called Panama there. Okay. This is Panama. Earlier they used to travel all the way crossing this South America. Now they have dug a canal, so easily they can trade between these two. Next, Gulf. Gulf. We have seen the Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, Gulf of Aden. Now what is the Gulf? Okay, so Gulf is a water body, sea or surrounded by related to land, sea. So actually what is Gulf? Gulf is a Gulf, sea, bay, all these are part of ocean. Okay. Can you see the Gulf of Kutch? So they are very narrow and they are surrounded by land. So Gulf is a part of sea. So this Gulf of Kutch is part of Arabian Sea. Arabian Sea is part of Indian Ocean. Yes or no? So Gulf is part of ocean or sea which is surrounded by land. A narrow water body surrounded by land. It is connected to main sea. Okay, and it is surrounded by land. It is called Gulf. So what is a Gulf? So Gulf is a body of water that is connected to sea or ocean and it is surrounded by or it penetrates into land. So such is called Gulf. So Gulf ane basically narrow gunte. So Gulf is mostly completely surrounded by land. Okay, and they may vary in size, shape, and so you can see this is Gulf of Mannar. Gulf of Mannar, small narrow thing, and you can see this is Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean is connected by Strait of Florida. Now this can see Gulf of Oman. This is Persian Gulf. Narrow water body surrounded by land. Very narrow part of ocean is surrounded by land. It's Gulf of Oman, Persian Gulf. Similarly, you have the Persian Gulf, Gulf of Oman, Gulf of Suez, Gulf of Aqaba. Okay, like this. So coming to the Suez Canal. So earlier, before 1859, if you want to travel from Europe to the Asian countries, you have all the way to cross the Africa and come into India. This was earlier route. Now in 1859, they have dug a canal called Suez Canal. Now you can easily connect from Mediterranean Sea to Red Sea. Red Sea to Gulf of Aden into, this is what sea? Arabian Sea. Getting my point? So in which year they have dug it? 1859. Which canal? What is the canal we are talking about? Suez Canal. So Suez Canal. Earlier they used to talk like this. No, this one. Okay. So Suez Canal. The ships entering the Suez Canal starts at Port Said to Port Tawfiq. So this is entirely Suez Canal. Next, bay. What is bay? Bay area is also part of water body. Now it is not narrow, it is broad. It is also surrounded by water like Gulf, but here bay is broad, Gulf is narrow. Right. So bay is also a large water body that is surrounded by land but not enclosed like Gulf. It is wider when compared to Gulf. So this is called Bay of Bengal, you all know. This is Bay of Bengal. So if you look at the world bays here, Bay of Baffin, Hudson Bay in Canada. Okay. So these are some of the important bays of Bay of Bengal.